Dear student, welcome back to Dr. Shrikant Pharmacy channel. Please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon for the latest pharmacy video. So today we came with the continuation part of the measurement of bioavailability or the methods for assessing the bioavailability. In earlier video I explained in detail the pharmacokinetic method, in that the blood level data, okay, how you are determining, how you are how you are measuring the bioavailability of any new drug or the old drug. So in this class we planned for the another method, that is a pharmacokinetic method based on the urinary excretion data. So as I told, this method is based on the assumption of the pharmacokinetic profile whatever getting na, so that is an comparing with the whatever the human body therapeutic effectiveness. So hence this method is also very much important, like the blood level data. So appropriate method is the blood level data is more appropriate when compared with the urinary excretion data. And this urinary excretion data is more precise when some drugs like thiazides or the diuretics or the sulfonamides which are excreted in this route only. At the time this bioavailability measurement with the urinary excretion data is more precise. Okay, the principle involved in the urinary excretion data is what is that? Urinary excretion data of a drug directly proportional to the plasma concentration. It means whatever the amount of the drug excreted in the urine, so that will be minuses with the actual doses. For example, 100 mg you are administered, 20 mg is excreted in the urine, means so remaining 80 mg which is present in our body. Okay, so in that 80 mg also the metabolites are the detoxified may be happen, and the how much of percentage of therapeutic effectiveness of the particular drug is also depend upon the degradation of the first pass or the metabolism. Okay, and before going of any of this urinary excretion data collection, so some important criteria has to be taken for the success of the bioavailability measurement. So the selected human voluntaries fasted overnight, that is an first important. जो भी हम लोग वॉलंटरी लेते हैं ना, वो लोगों को फास्टिंग करना ओवरनाइट. उसके बाद एज एन वाटर एज एन लोडिंग डोज, मतलब 400 ml जो वाटर रहता है ना, उनको फास्टिंग होने के बाद 400 ml वाटर ड्रिंक करना. नेक्स्ट आफ्टर 1 hour ऑफ वाटर लोडिंग द ब्लैडर इज एम्प्टी. जैसे 400 ml लेते हैं ना, लेने के बाद 1 hour होने के बाद जो यूरिन कलेक्ट करते हैं ना, उसको बोलते हैं ब्लैडर एम्प्टी. एंड दैट यूरिन सैंपल इज यूज्ड एज एन ब्लैंक. जो भी हम लोग लेते हैं ना 400 ml वाटर ड्रिंक करने के बाद जो वो यूरिन आता है ना, वो कलेक्शन करते हैं ना, उसको बोलते हैं एम्प्टी, और इट इज कॉल्ड एज एन ब्लैंक फॉर द फर्दर असेसिंग ऑफ द. एंड आफ्टर दैट द IV प्रोडक्ट्स, द प्रोडक्ट विच इज टू बी administered, for example IV product are administered, and again immediately 200 ml of water is taken orally. So this process will be continued for the 4 hours with respect to 1 hour intervals. Okay, after 1 hour again you to take the 200 ml water, and again the sample will be collected. Once this process is continued for 4 hours, urine samples are collected at a different time of interval, and each time total volume of urine should be measured accurately. जैसे हम लोग 200 ml लेते हैं ना, जैसे यूरिन पास करते हैं ना, वो यूरिन का टोटल वॉल्यूम भी लेना, उसका जो सैंपल का है ना पर्टिकुलर टाइम का सैंपल भी असाइन करना. And sample collected at least minimum 7 biological half life, that is very much important. Once the samples are analyzed for the drug content, जैसे पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल्स ऑफ टाइम में सैंपल जो लेते हैं ना, उसको कितना ड्रग है बोल के एनालाइज करना, उसको बोलते हैं ड्रग कंटेंट. बाय यूजिंग ए स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपिक और द टाइट्रोमेट्रिक और एनी द गुड मेथड कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर द आइडेंटिफिकेशन. देन कैलकुलेट द ईच कॉन्सेंट्रेशन एट पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल्स ऑफ द टाइम. आफ्टर suitable washout period, all the voluntary you are selected na, after suitable washout period. I told very clearly washout period is nothing but giving the relaxation. No drug will be administered after the particular the IV administration for 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week. Once the washout period is completed, until the elimination of complete drug from the body, that is nothing but the washout port. And then those voluntaries are subjected for the administration of a tablet dosage form by orally, tablet dosage form orally, and the procedure is repeated samely. What you are administered after the IV administration to the patient, then you are following the collection of urine with respect to particular intervals, and again administration of the 200 ml of water for 4 hours. Like this, the procedure will be repeated for continuously, so that you can get the consistent result. After that, you to plot a graph time versus the urine excretion of the drug. Okay, the rate of urine excretion drug on y axis, time on the x axis. So this is a graph which showing the, what is that, this is an IV administration, and this graph is showing the oral administration. Upon getting this, the AUC of the IV as well as the AUC of the oral administration, so you can calculate the whatever the concentration you want to know that. So the formula which is used for the, like the blood sample, here also you are using bioavailability designated as an F, AUC of the oral product into IV dose divided by AUC of the IV product into oral dose. ये जो फार्मूला से आपको आसान से द बायोअवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर डोसेज फॉर्म का हम लोग इजी से कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हैं. ये जो मेथड है ना, यूरिनरी एक्सक्रीशन मेथड, वेरी सिंपल and necessary is that important criteria, cautions, that is in a fasting of that, and water loading, and first urinary collection, that is after 1 hour of the fasting. So that volume is there, that volume is collected and become as a blank, and that will be considered as a blank, and empty will be done. इस तरह से हम लोग जो करते हैं ना, उसको बोलते हैं यूरिनरी एक्सक्रीशन डाटा एनालिसिस. ओके, सो मैं समझता हूँ एक क्लास से आपको बहुत ही सरल से यूरिनरी एक्सक्रीशन डाटा से हम लोग बायोअवेलेबिलिटी कैसा डिटरमाइन करना. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो.